to bed. Have a nice day.
Check, check, check. Wake up. MC, back. Yeah, yeah.
Wake me up from this nightmare. Goodbye. Times you don't fight fair. Goodbye. Insomnia. Passion always needs a maker, and babe, you've been mine. Dress it up with lace and layers, and then you'll be fine. Seen the way the world can shake you, but don't let it break you. I need your skin and bones like shelter to keep me alive. Keep me alive. Take me back to the big sky. Take me back to the reasons why I'm lost without you.
Sometimes life feels like jumping from one moment to the next, without any pause for resting and processing. Whereas each moment is a request for your attention, sapping at your limited mental energy. Be it demanding work tasks, personal responsibilities, certain social events, or even the skills and projects you committed yourself to. In a fast-paced world where you're constantly in competition with the market, or perhaps simply yourself, you try to maximize the output of your time. In a given week, you try to do as much as you can by signing up for interesting events, going out with your friends, or working on personal ambitions. Now, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but if you're watching this, the chances are high you're not the type to, want to stay idle. Rather, you want to get somewhere. Given this fact, can anyone really blame us for this type of behavior? Maximizing our use of time seems like a perfectly reasonable, even admirable mindset. However, despite all of that, does this feeling sound familiar to you? This feeling of being bombarded by everything all at once. This feeling of your head getting full, but you're just a little bit under tension, but you don't really recognize it until you're sitting somewhere quietly, where maybe you're just waiting for someone, or you're just sitting or standing, and suddenly you feel like, oh, why is it so quiet? Even though this is the feeling that you want more of, this peacefulness, and that's why. Without the noise of the outside world, you can examine your life more objectively and identify patterns or issues that need addressing. I think for me, as someone who overthinks a lot, but at the same time is also very like ambitious and want to do kind of everything, as I mentioned, just kind of maximize your outputs, maximize the use of your time. It can be mentally straining, which is, I think, exactly why getting far and far away from where you are usually based is a great switch. It's like a reset. When I was in Llanca, it's a small, beautiful village with nice coast towards the sea, and with the waves crashing, it's calming, and you're so far away from where you've been all this time, and you don't know anyone. It almost feels like you're turning a new leaf. You are starting from the beginning. There's no one to distract you from, or, when you're like in the middle of your work, or in the middle of life, you kind of have this identity of who you are or what you're supposed to do, but when you're like far away, no one knows you. You're just in the middle of nature, and then it really does feel like you're by yourself and there's nothing attached to you. It's like you're almost naked. There's no obligation to do anything other than just reflect, enjoy the whimsiness and delightfulness of pure nature and life. This reset, I think, is something that you really need every once in a while. Just look at the sky, admire the beauty, and just kind of get out of your head,